My patron had been preparing me for court presentation my whole life, but couldn't do so in where people had observed. When I arrived in Sapporo, um, he was able to take me to a horse farm that had a variance on zoning because it was vaguely associated with a possible member of the royal family. And there we made the final preparations in behavior and demeanor that had been in parts, and then he told me how to pull it together without displaying it in the wrong place. And then we had several. I'm not entirely sure how long we were there before that. It was a brief time, but we progressed through several days, I would say, and he showed me different things. But one of the things that we envisioned was a Shinigarbo or Jizo statue in the middle of the where the horses were trained and things like that, one of the courtyards or something in this place, and that it would become a monastery. In a lot of cultures, a lot of Buddhist cultures, where boys are showing demonstration that they might lean towards gay, they move them towards the monastic life. And in some cultures, they have the yab yum symbolism that they teach the boys very young, so that even before they've had any natural sexual thoughts, so that they think about it as straight sexuality if they had one, but they don't have one. That isn't always the case. My guru always did his business in Sapporo. He considered it outside of Japan, but close enough to Japan, outside of Imperial Japan. Like the magical boundaries of Imperial Japan did not include Hokkaido and Sapporo. So he had a lot of investment in the city. There were, he said it was the only real geisha scene that was still left in 1981. And there were geishas at that time. There are still geishas there today. A lot of people on their way to Sapporo say that the scenery in the bathhouse on the ferry was very nice. And so Jizo looming over the city. I think the horse farm is on the hill, and but it's been transferred, sort of. And I think that he put his will on pause to be read like 10 years after his death, which is like now.